G9D, specialized antenna types and applications. G9D01A. Which of the following antenna types will be most effective as a near-vertical incidence skywave (NVIS) antenna for short-skip communications on 40 meters during the day? A. A horizontal dipole placed between 1/10 and 1/4 wavelength above the ground. B. A vertical antenna placed between 1/4 and 1/2 wavelength above the ground. C. A horizontal dipole placed at approximately 1/2 wavelength above the ground. D. A vertical dipole placed at approximately 1/2 wavelength above the ground. G9D02D. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? A. Very low. B. Approximately 50 ohms. C. Approximately 300 ohms. D. Very high. G9D03C. In which direction is the maximum radiation from a VHF/UHF halo antenna? A. Broadside to the plane of the halo. B. Opposite the feed point. C. Omnidirectional in the plane of the halo. D. On the same side as the feed point. G9D04A. What is the primary function of antenna traps? A. To enable multi-band operation. B. To notch spurious frequencies. C. To provide balanced feed point impedance. D. To prevent out-of-band operation. G9D05. What is an advantage of vertically stacking horizontally polarized Yagi antennas? A. It allows quick selection of vertical or horizontal polarization. B. It allows simultaneous vertical and horizontal polarization. C. It narrows the main lobe in azimuth. D. It narrows the main lobe in elevation. G9D06A. Which of the following is an advantage of a log periodic antenna? A. Wide bandwidth. B. Higher gain per element than a Yagi antenna. C. Harmonic suppression. D. Polarization diversity. G9D07A. Which of the following describes a log periodic antenna? A. Element length and spacing vary logarithmically along the boom. B. Impedance varies periodically as a function of frequency. C. Gain varies logarithmically as a function of frequency. D. SWR varies periodically as a function of boom length. G9D08B. How does a screwdriver mobile antenna adjust its feed point impedance? A. By varying its body capacitance. B. By varying the base loading inductance. C. By extending and retracting the whip. D. By deploying a capacitance hat. G9D09A. What is the primary use of a beverage antenna? A. Directional receiving for MF and low HF bands. B. Directional transmitting for low HF bands. C. Portable direction finding at higher HF frequencies. D. Portable direction finding at lower HF frequencies. G9D10B. In which direction or directions does an electrically small loop, less than 1/10 wavelength in circumference, have nulls in its radiation pattern? A. In the plane of the loop. B. Broadside to the loop. C. Broadside and in the plane of the loop. D. Electrically small loops are omnidirectional. G9D11D. Which of the following is a disadvantage of multiband antennas? A. They present low impedance on all design frequencies. B. They must be used with an antenna tuner. C. They must be fed with open wire line. D. They have poor harmonic rejection. G9D12. A. What is the common name of a dipole with a single central support? A. Inverted V. B. Inverted L. C. Sloper. D. Lazy H. G9D13 question removed. Section not renumbered.